Good morning. Don't make me call the flying monkeys. Okay, so Ginny, you made it to the morning waiting room. You're gonna have to tell us how you do those things. I don't get it. Good morning, Ron, darling. I never call him Ron. His nickname is Indy. It's a secret I'm sharing with you this morning. I've only ever called him Indy since the day I met him. I've heard other people call him by his real name, but not me. Never did. Never will. He's Indy to me. Okay. Good morning, y'all. Um, I love today. It's like so cool. It's March 4th. Get it? It is time to March 4th. So whatever you've been putting off, that thing that you were going to do, but you didn't quite get around to it yet. Oh, the door. You know what that means, right? Good morning, Bailey. Bailey just jumped up on the couch. Shall I close the door? Sure, why not? Here, watch me. Here we go. Okay. Back in the quiet sanctuary that is my studio. Welcome. I took a different direction today because I wanted you to see what a mess my desk is. I've been working on some. Here, wait, can you see that? I have pens everywhere. That's what I wanted you to see. I've been working on, I think I mentioned this. Someone asked me if I would please illustrate their book. And I said, I'm not an artist. And they said, yes, you are. I love your word art. You could use words. You could use words. I don't care. I just love your colors. And anyway, I'm doing illustrating and it's great. I didn't know I could because I'm marching forth and I'm getting the job done. Hey, today is officially Hug a GI Day. Now, it's not like it was in the 60s. Do you remember the 60s, 70s Vietnam era? You'd go to an airport and there'd be like soldiers everywhere. It was during wartime, right? I was pinned. That was like the step before being engaged back then. I was pinned to a guy who was killed in Vietnam. So I was very conscious about soldiers and being nice and kind to soldiers. And here I was, like I'm trying to think if I was a senior in high school, I think probably. That's when Mark was sent to Vietnam. And I was at Disneyland with my brother and a friend of his, and the three of us were at Disneyland having a wonderful day. And there were these two soldiers there. I think they were from the Air Force. And they were just these nice guys, and we kept running into them. So we kind of asked them if they wanted to join up with us. And they were not from California. This was their first time out here, but they were in training in California and they were on leave. And we kind of like adopted them and took them under our wing. They obviously didn't have a car or anything. They'd been traveling everywhere by buses and, however they could. So me being me invited them to come home with us and spend the rest of the weekend where I lived at our house, because my parents were so open and giving. I knew they'd think that was great, right? Oh, I got in so much trouble. I got in so much trouble for picking up strange army guys and bringing them into our house. Oh, my parents were furious with me. They were charming. They, the two guys stayed with us for an overnight, and we did some stuff, where I lived and went hiking and stuff, and they had a great time. But I got in so much trouble afterwards. Yeah, so don't hug the GI exactly, but I just keep thinking I want to do what I would want someone to do for my brother or my boyfriend or my husband or my father or whomever he is to you. I want to do for them what I would want someone to do for someone I cared about. So I guess it's not just Hug a GI Day. It's like, be nice to everybody. Because that guy or that girl, that woman, that man, that child is somebody really special to somebody. and would really appreciate it if you would consider that person special. Yeah. Go forth. Yeah, you okay. All right, Ginny's talking about that. She says her father always picked up GIs during the Vietnam era, especially who were hitchhiking. Well, yeah, I mean, how else are they going to get from point A to point B? Okay, I know, I know. My parents always said don't ever pick up a hitchhiker, but come on. Okay, you make those decisions for yourself. March 4th on March 4th. Yep, do something wonderful. So that's the slogan, by the way, for National Grammar Day, which is today. It is March 4th and speak and write well. March 4th on March 4th to speak and write well. That's for Grammar Day. I don't get that that has anything to do with grammar, but you get the idea. I just love the concept of March 4th. Sorry, I can't stop. Grammar. So, grammar police. Can't help it. Constantly correcting people's grammar. I came by it naturally. It was a big deal in my house. I grew up being corrected, listening to the correct grammar, the correct punctuation. My father was the grammar king. And I have friends who, who grew up in similar houses. My friend Sue's, her mom was an English teacher. She was the grammar police. Yes. So sometimes, okay, I'll be honest, we used to say things that were improper just to get her upset because we knew it was really going to like trigger her instantly to use bad grammar. I also remember I was in the 6th grade. So that would put my brother in the 8th grade, junior high school. My father went to the principal's office to complain about my brother's grade on a paper he wrote. But not like you would expect. He wanted my brother's grade to be taken down. My brother got an A on this paper. And my father thought he deserved a C. And went to the principal to fight about it. And the reasoning was the grammar and punctuation was atrocious. The argument was it was a social studies type paper, a political, essay, something like that. And they weren't judging it on grammar, they were judging it on content. And I remember my father having this huge fight at the school that we don't teach our children grammar and we've got to teach them grammar. And my poor brother, who had an A, ended up with a C. It doesn't seem fair, does it? No. But I get the point. I mean, don't you talk to people and when they use improper English, you're kind of immediately thinking, not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, not the sharpest tool in the shed. Yeah, there's, assuming that your ear is trained to hear if it's correct or not, it does sound uneducated. I don't know how else to say it. Is a Facebook group about correct grammar. Oh, I'm sure there was. I'm sure there was. There's I made a copy of it. Maybe I'll post it. Things to do to celebrate Grammar Day. There is a site that just has haikus about grammar, if that's what you're into. I'll share it with you. I'll post it when I post the link to this morning's morning coffee. Oh, morning coffee. That's what I need. Morning coffee. Don't make me call the flying monkeys. Do you remember how scary the flying monkeys were? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'll post the list of things to do on National Grammar Day. But more important, probably, if you saw this morning's word art on what do I say, what do I do? It's all about the music. Today is not the day that music died. Today is Music Day. So I think I've mentioned before, and it's a little bit braggy, but that's okay. My guy, my guy plays like every instrument. You've seen our music room, right? Maybe I'll do this there tomorrow so you can see it again. We have guitars, piano, drums, horns, shaker things, kazoos, bells, whistles, you name it. We have like a whole set recording studio. That's our family room. It's so fun. See, I don't play any instrument at all. At all. I love it. That's not where my talents lie. But I got a guy in my life who serenades me. He plays guitar and sings to me. I know you are so jealous right now. It's true story. And sometimes, even though I don't play an instrument, if it's a song I know, especially if he has it up on like karaoke type thing, I get my own microphone and we sing together. It's so much fun. And today is music day. So get out there and listen. See how many different kinds of music you can listen to in one day. How cool is that? We do that here, not because of me, but because my guy is so eclectic when it comes to music. We could listen to 17 different kinds of music in the same day. Easily. Easily. Okay, so keep a list. How many different kinds do you listen to today? It's also National Pound Cake Day. So I went to look at it, and there are 539 million results when you type in pound cake. Seriously, 539 million results on Google. And here's trivia for you. The thing I learned was it takes 7 or 8 eggs to make a pound. Really? Like, who would even need to know that? I don't know, but it was a question I saw on the internet. It is Son's Day. It is Son's Day. And last night I wrote to my son, Michael, tomorrow is Son's Day, and I only want to celebrate it with you. And he wrote back, don't be ridiculous, Mom. There's no such thing. Have a nice day. What can I tell you? That's my boy. Yep, that's my boy. Oh, Max is starting back at school today. Yeah, the kids in the South Bay, at least in Torrance, are all going back to physical school today. He's very excited, and he got his hair cut for the occasion. You are so not going to believe this. I guess it's cool all over again. My grandson is sporting a mullet. Hey, 1970s. They called. They want their haircut back. Seriously, Max has a mullet. Oh, happy birthday. Is it Hallie or Haley? Today is Jonathan's granddaughter's 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Hallie. 18 years old. That's so awesome. Max is just 10. He's my only one. Okay, Indy wants to know, how much does a pound cake weigh? I'm going to guess that if you do it properly, it weighs about a pound. Just saying. I'm guessing. It's Miriam Makiba's birthday. Now there's some music to listen to today. How about that? I don't know if you even know who she is. I don't know why I remember her so fondly, but back, I guess, in the 70s, especially when I was teaching, she just has this very distinctive style and voice. And I believe she's no longer with us, but Google Miriam Makeba and listen to her music. I think you'll enjoy it. So apparently there's some tension in Washington today. I don't usually do the news, but there's tension in Washington among Trump coming from, I guess, Trump supporters, because there was a rumor that the FBI picked up that because March 4th was originally Inauguration Day, there was going to be some kind of a problem in Washington. However, somebody caught wind of it and they're very prepared. So my guess is nothing's going to happen. That's my guess. But isn't that interesting that originally March 4th was the day of inauguration when the new president took over? From November to March? That's a long time to have a lame duck president, isn't it? I don't know why it was like that. Maybe we do some further checking on that. Mm. Oh, my coffee is especially good today. Speaking of which, my popcorn yesterday, ugh, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like fluffy but crunchy at the same time. I don't know what he did, but every day at 4 o'clock we have popcorn, and it was fabulous. That's my snack. Oh, and speaking of snacks, how am I doing on my weight? I really don't want to say anything about my weight because I still have one day to go, and I'm not gonna hit my goal. I'm not gonna hit my goal. There's no way. Um, but I started at 135. I said I wanted to weigh in the 120s. I wanted to weigh 125. I thought I could lose 10 pounds in a month. Not happening. Not happening. I'm eating well. I'm eating smaller portions. I'm eating less calories. I'm exercising just as normal. Here's the thing. It seems like I'm losing a few ounces at a time. It's not a lot of weight, but I am not the least bit hungry or uncomfortable or feeling like I'm dieting. I'm feeling really good about it, and I am this close. Let's keep fingers crossed. I think tomorrow, I think tomorrow I might be in the 120s. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to get down below 120, but I was at 135. So if I can lose 6 pounds in a month, I'm good. I'm happy with. And you know what? One of you said the other day, how do your clothes feel? I got dressed for tennis the other day, and I actually felt okay. Yeah, like my skirt didn't hurt like that. So that was good. Um, in 1837, today, thank you, Ginny. Ginny says I'm doing good. I am. I am. I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm very pleased with the way I'm changing what's going on. I'm being nice to myself and I'm being healthy. Today in 1837, Chicago was incorporated as a city. Well, you know, I was born in Chicago, so I have a soft spot for Chicago. But here's what's so weird. It's okay, Henry. We love you whenever you get here, except we're almost done. The population in Chicago, the day that it got incorporated in 1837, Ginny, your hometown too, I forgot. The population was 4,200 people. Can you imagine Chicago with 4,200 people? There are that many people on a street corner in Chicago now. Yeah. It was a wonderful place to grow up. Oh, the museums alone were worth it. Yeah, great place to grow up. Not sure I'd want to live there now, but I still have family there. I like to go back and visit. It's actually, as an adult, it's way more fun to go back and visit because there's so much there to do as an adult that I didn't even realize was there as a kid. And the last time I went, I actually did like this memory trip, this trip down memory lane, and went to where each of my grandparents lived. Not quite the same neighborhoods they used to be. I ended up accidentally at, can I show it to you? Where is it? Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Hang on. It's all the way on the other side of the room. And I'd have to move closer. It's Nah, you can't see it today. Maybe another day. When I was a kid, I entered a contest on television to draw a picture of my favorite place. And my favorite place was Logan Square, which was like this giant park. And I was 6 years old and I drew a picture of Logan Square. It looks like a 6-year-old's picture. Maybe a little good for a 6-year-old because it has like layers and it has some perspective and stuff. I didn't even know what I was doing. Anyway, I won. And I still have the picture, and it's framed, and somewhere I have the article from the newspaper. And you've seen on my wall that there's just like a leg with a little shoe on it. That's the leg from the walking, talking doll that I won for drawing that picture. I lived in Skokie, the suburb, and the headline of the news article was Young Skokie Artist Shows Drawing Power. That was me. It wasn't March 4th, but I marched forth. All right. Fritzy's good. Fritzy's good. I don't know what to tell you. Apparently, I posted that my ex-mother-in-law passed away on her 100th birthday, and a number of people thought I was talking about Fritzy, so I had to clear that up. Fritzy is just a kid of 97 and a half. She's still hanging in there. She's still fighting away. She's doing great. And I'm hoping I can go up to the window and hang out with her again. It's good to be double vaccinated. I feel so much safer, even just with a single mask. And I'm not going to lie, when I talked to her, I did take the mask down so she could understand what I was saying. It was so good to see her. And so good to see you. And it's Thursday. I love Thursdays. I'm going to play tennis this morning. I've got a guy coming over to give us a bid on something. Tomorrow, the electrician comes and hooks up electricity for Casita Sandita out in the yard. Life is good, kids. Life is good. And by the way, my guy made the most amazing pot roast beef stew. I don't know what you call it. Oh my God, it was so good with meat and potatoes and carrots and onion and okay, that's it. I'm done. It's morning. I'm going to go finish up my coffee, and I will see all of you tomorrow on Friday. Friday's a good day, right? Okay, see you then. I love ya. Oh, a sip and a smile. Bye-bye.